Hello everyone! Welcome back to my channel and to another episode of Success Story. So for today, we will be inspired by the story of Mr. Jeff Guo. So just to give you a quick background of Mr. Jeff Guo, he is the eToro Senior Business Development Associate and he is the eToro's Philippine correspondent that is responsible for growing and expanding the brand as well as the day-to-day operations of eToro in the Philippines. So through his journey at eToro, Jeff has helped thousands of people or Filipinos specifically to gain access to the trading global markets. Okay, so
Dreaming of setting up your own business?
kasi we have so much to learn. So guys, welcome back to our part 2 of success story. So this one, I know you still remember Sir Jeff Guo.
Hopefully, they still remember me.
Yes. Ano naman walang 1 month naman yung difference. Alright, so in my past video, if hindi nyo pa napapanood, you can check that. I will put the link down below. So in that video, we talked about the basics of, the global market, how to invest in global market, and we introduced eToro. So now, I think if for some na nagustuhan na nila yung sa global market or na-intriga kayo, so this is our second part. We will go medyo in-depth of eToro. Okay? So this is kumbaga parang tingnan lang natin yung yung mga mga in-depth na kayang gawin ng eToro for us. Okay? So yes. Hi Sir Jeff.
Hi, Joyce. So
Hi again.
it's actually very interesting. I'm always very, very happy to be here.
Thank you
For
so
this
much.
part, since we're using Zoom naman, I think it would be a lot faster if I actually show our viewers kung paano talaga gamitin yung eToro. Sorry, Joyce, I have to log in for a bit.
Okay, sure.
So I think what I'll do is I'll give a brief rundown of the platform. I think pag nag-screen share naman ako ng browser ko, mas madali siya for our clients to do. So should I stop and then start again, or should I just let me just go straight to my screen na lang. Hindi rin ako masyado sanay. Okay, here. So nakita mo na yung screen ko, no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, so here's basically when you create an account at eToro, this is the first thing that you'll see, right? Pag nag-login ka na, here I'm at my test account para nasa Pilipinas siya. So the first thing that you see here basically is your watch list. So watch list yung pinakita ko in my previous in our previous part 1, wherein ano yung mga sinusundan mong mga stocks. So for example, this is a default watch list that we make for you. Nakita mo dito yung, for example, Bitcoin, Amazon, Facebook. You can make your own. So for example, I have one here for sports. Sorry. There. So I have one here for sports. We have Puma, Lululemon, Nike, Under Armour, right? Ito yung pinakita ko before, wherein we have food. So McDonald's, Starbucks, Pepsi, right? You can also switch up your view. Kung ito yung dun sa screenshot ko before, but it's all up to you. These are their prices. And for example, if you want to add anything there, it's actually very, very simple. So for example, right, at food, we'll just pick one. So let's say we want to add Dunkin' Donuts. Oh, it's actually already here. But for example, we'll just pick one. So sino pa bang mga I don't know, we'll just pick one. So for example, let's say Netflix. Let's say this is your watch list. You want to add Netflix, right? You just search for Netflix at the top. Tapos may plus dyan. You click it, and then, oops, it's my internet. Yeah, you click it, and then you'll see that Netflix is already added to your watch list. So it's very, very fast. All of your watch lists are here. I have one even for cars. Hindi ko to napakita before. But if you're into cars like Toyota, Honda, Volkswagen, Porsche, Ferrari, stuff like this, it's very, very simple there. So that's your watch list para makita mo kagad, right? Kung ano yung sinusundan mo. Another thing, for example, is your portfolio. So whatever you're investing in. So right now, nasa virtual account ako. So zero pa yung balance ko. This is my real account. But if you want to switch your virtual account, so you just click this. So just below your username, meron kang ano dyan. You just click your virtual. Tapos may confirmation para alam mo talaga na nasa virtual account ka talaga. Right? Para hindi ka malito.
Baka mamaya na-invest mo na pala talaga.
Yeah, and then so here, right, in your virtual account, you'll see that, you know, nagamit ko na yung ano ko, 100,000 ko. I've invested in these things. So for example, nag-invest ako kay Facebook before. I invested $50. And then I've made 7%, close to 7%. I invested in McDonald's. You know, I've made 14%. Yeah. So the reason why it's only $7 kasi $50 lang talaga ang ininvest ko eh. But for example, right, I have here where I invested $2,000 in it. Now it's at 2,000 plus, right? So actually, this is the one that I've actually made. So yung total amount ko right now is 4,000 plus na. Right? So this is just an example. Yeah, so whatever you invest in, may kita mo siya dito. Even the people that you copy, right? So for example, for Lloyd, I copied him with 200. Now 212 na. For this J Nemesis, I copied him in 200, 201. For some of them, nalulugi siya sometimes, but you just let him run, right? And then yung social feed na pinapakita natin before is the news feed, right? Yung pinakita ko sa inyo. The good thing with eToro is that, again, it's a social platform. We have people from over 140 countries. Iba-iba yung language nila. So for example, here, to be honest, I don't even know what language this is. Might be French. But the good thing is
translate.
With one click, it translates right away, right? And then, you know, you can just scroll through whatever you're interested in. If we'll find one, you can even comment on it. Tong mga to, I think recent lang, 28 minutes ago, not too many comments. But for example, if you want to make a post, over here at the top, yung lapis, you just click it. Oh, I have to complete my profile. But for example, you can say, what do people think about Facebook, right? Right, and then you can even tag it. So if you want to tag Facebook, then you can put FB, right? Or you can tag even people. So kumbaga parang parang Facebook talaga. So if I want to tag, let's say J Nemesis, i-add mo lang siya parang sa Twitter lang doon, and then you can just click post, right? Tapos lalabas siya over here. So it's really a news feed. It's really like Facebook, really. And then, for example, if yung question mo naman is, this is all well and good, pero gusto ko na mag-invest, right? Okay. What should I invest in? What can I invest in, right? So over here at the left, you see trade markets. You just click that one. And then you'll see a lot of the things that you can invest in. For example, if you're into crypto, if you're into technology, if you're into commodities like oil and gold, kung nagpo-forex ka, you know, it's all up to you. But for our example, for example, if I want to look at, wag naman Facebook, let's say Twitter naman, right? I just type Twitter at the search at the top. I just click this. Tapos, as we mentioned in the first part, may feed siya. Meron siyang sarili niyang kumbaga news feed, and then everybody na nag-mention sa Twitter nakikita mo dito. So this is a popular investor, and then makita mo dyan yung mga comments ng mga tao. Then you have a lot of people talking about it. You know, I think it's proven wrong. You have some memes as well. It's very, very interesting actually. Aside from this, we also, so again, we're an investment broker, right? So you actually invest in it. So obviously, importante rin yung mga numbers natin. So if you want to take a glance at it, may stats page tayo. You'll see all of the relevant information that you need. Kasi normally, i-google mo pa siya, right? But instead of Googling, pwede mo na lang siya gawin directly here. And also, we have the financial statements too. Kasi publicly listed sila. Instead of going through yung website ng Twitter mismo, hinahanap mo siya, it's already here at eToro. And we even have the profile. If you're investing in Twitter, what should you consider, right? So, you know, stuff like this. There's a lot of them actually, right? We even, and then obviously, if you want to do charting, kung mas technical trader ka na talaga, like for example here, you can do your charting. You can even, alam mo yung sa mga movies wherein it's black, you have a lot of screens, so you can make it like that as well. So it's all up to you, right? But for example, if you don't, you know, if you're really just into investing, hindi mo siya masyadong tinitignan. If you just want to start investing right away, once let's say everything is ready, you just click trade. And then here, since virtual account siya, meron akong 100,000, ito yung lumalabas. But for stocks in the Philippines, you can, as a Philippine account, you can invest in as little as $50. Right?
Okay.
And then, you have these settings. Leverage is another completely different thing. But for example, at $50 at X1 leverage, it's commission free. Yun yung sinasabi natin before na zero commissions. Right? So all US stocks are now zero commission if you're buying and at X1 leverage. But even then, kung meron kang, let's say, nakaibang leverage ka, pinapakita natin lahat ng mga fees mo. So even before you invest, kung meron mang fees, may kita mo siya dito, right? So I know what I'm getting myself into, right? But again, if you're just on X1, wala naman siyang fees kasi nga it's commission free. And then you just click your set order, and then it'll show up there. So ganun kabili. So with that, I've already invested in Twitter. Well, not yet kasi hindi pa bukas yung market as of this recording. But,
okay. So there's time then for the
yes, kasi 'di ba yung local markets natin meron siyang meron siyang trading hours.
Yes.
Sa US right now ang oras nila is from 9:30 PM oras natin, 9:30 PM Philippine time to 4 AM Philippine time as well. So yun
so
yung basically
9:30 AM to 4.
No, sorry. It's 9:30 PM Philippine time.
9:30 yeah, sorry. 9:30 PM to 4. So that's very good to take note then.
Kasi basically gabi sa atin, umaga sa kanila eh.
Oo. All right.
That's why go ahead.
So I think Sir Jeff, as my opinion lang, I think this eToro is also a best tool for you to learn investing. Saka ang galing andito na lahat yung
And
because
it's
of the virtual account. Yeah.
Yeah, as you've seen yung real account ko dito sa test account, wala siyang laman at all eh. But I can I can test it out by doing these things, right? So it's all completely free. Now, it's actually quite nice na bring up mo yung yung trading hours kasi what if syempre may trabaho tayo or may negosyo tayo in the morning and then we get tired at night, alangan naman nagpupuyat pa ako mag-invest, right? That's where basically copy trading comes into it. So ito yung like in our first part, ito yung categories natin, right? You have a bunch of people there. So same as trade markets, dito mga company mismo, right? Dito naman mga tao mismo ang pwede mong investan. So just for example, we'll just pick anybody here, and then again same as before, you have a news feed, right? Again, you can talk to him like 105 comments. 3 months ago and then you have people commenting even just 7 hours ago. You can talk about your trading strategy, right? The patterns all the same, stuff like this, right? Tapos may bio rin sila kumbaga, right? So here you'll see, Kiran is a 25-year-old PhD student in UK studying quantum theory. Like, wow, okay. So yeah, if you trust in him, right? And then you can just go to stats. So for every single person, may stats tayo for them. And then again, at eToro, very transparent tayo. Kung lugi talaga siya, pinapakita natin kung lugi talaga, right? You can see it in the previous months. You can also see kung gaano katagal na sila sa eToro. Right? So for Kiran, from 2017 nasa eToro na siya, yung mga months na nalulugi siya, pinapakita natin. The important thing that you would like to see is this. This is their return. Meaning, kung nag-invest ka kay Kiran in January 2019, tas iniwan mo siya until the end of the year, you would have made 55% return on your money. Again, this is not investment advice and obviously history to, so it's not always the case. Hindi naman siya guaranteed, right? But we're just really showing people that ito ang nangyari kay Kiran before. You'll even see that kung 2018 ka nag-invest sa kanya, actually nalugi siya, right? Nalugi ka actually sa investment mo. Pero kung tinuloy mo, you would have made 55%. And we also have a lot of things. Pinapakita natin ilan ba talaga yung nangopya sa kanya, how risky is he, how much has he lost, for example, and even what he trades in. So for example, si Kiran, apparently, magaling siya mag-trade ng Tesla. 49 times siya nag-trade ng Tesla, close to 94% of the time kumikita siya, right? For the others, maybe not so much, right? So for example, itong QQQ, whatever this is, he's made 41 trades, pero less than 50% siya kumikita dito, right? So everything we show you, and even, you know, since when he started, how many trades he does. Taking this more further is really saan ba talaga nag-i-invest si Kieran. So when you click portfolio, makita mo talaga yung ano niya, what he's buying right now. Right? So here, it's actually a good example kasi apparently nakaka-copy na ako sa kanya dati pa. So right now, right? So this is what Kieran is investing in: Tesla, Bitcoin, you know, Visa, Uber. So if you go to my portfolio, kinokopya ko na nga si Kieran, he's right here. If you click it, makita mo na ito rin exact same. Right? So you have Netflix as well, Amazon there as well. Whatever that Kieran was investing in, yun din yung ini-invest ko ngayon. So parang ganun siya, right? So it's basically what we're saying at copy trading is whatever that the trader does, kinokopya mo rin siya. So I invested 200 in him. This is what I've lost so far, something like this. But so let's say pili na lang tayo ng ibang tao na hindi ko pa nakokopya. But let's say for example, J Nemesis, right? It's the exact same thing. May newsfeed ka, may stats ka dyan. Apparently, I've also copied him before. Let's say si Olivier Danville na lang. So let's say him, right? So this is another person, same thing. May stats ka dyan. Same thing, may portfolio ka dyan. But let's say I'm good to copy him, right? I just click copy. And then the minimum to invest in copy trading is just $200. So the minimum is just 200. I can just enter whatever amount I want. Since virtual naman siya, let's just say $1,000, right? And then
so siya na yung bahalang mag-divide, subdivide.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, correct. Actually, nandito siya eh. You'll see here. So itong invested na to, what that means is kung $1,000 yung invest mo kay Olivier Danville, itong 0.92% ng 1,000 mo ilalagay niya sa trade na to. Parang ganun.
Okay.
So yeah, it's all very transparent. But yeah, so for example, let's say we want to put $1,000 kay Olivier Danville. Ito ang ibig sabihin nito, you can actually tell the system, let's say hindi magaling na trader si Olivier Danville at nalulugi siya, right? Kung itong $1,000 ko nalugi na ng up to $600, meaning I've lost $400, naging 600 na lang yung 1,000 ko, itigil mo na. Ibalik mo na yung pera sa akin. Yes, so may
limit ka. May control.
Correct. So, let's say, yun nga, in the case na hindi talaga siya magaling, nalulugi siya, at the very least, alam kong makuha ko 600 back. You can even increase this. For example, let's say 900, right? I'm only willing to lose $100, right?
Okay.
Then you just click copy.
Oh, that's nice.
And then you'll see, right? Kinopya ko na si Olivier Danville. Then you go back to your portfolio. Tapos may kita mo na siya dyan. See? So I invested $1,000 in him. Right now, may small loss kasi kakabili ko lang, right? And then again, ito yung binibili niya kanina. Binili ko na rin right now. So that's really just how simple it is. And then you just leave it, right? If you want to invest on your own, if you want to practice on your own, you can do so. And then you can just have them continue copying. So for example, si Lloyd Bazaar, since I copied him, again, I've made $12 already doing nothing, right? So ganun siya. I would recommend for our friends, if you have more questions, I would recommend clicking help. And then a lot of the things there, for example, about copy trading, if you want to read more about it, you just click it. And then meron tayong mga kumbaga parang FAQ, how to copy trade, all of these things. So lahat ng natin nandyan. And you know, before we end, I'd really just like to cover very quickly how to deposit funds. Right?
Okay, that's important also.
Like this is all well and good, but how do I actually fund my account, right? So, you know, you just click deposit funds there. Again, ang minimum natin sa eToro is just $200. So that is roughly here. It's right now, at least the conversion rate right now, it's 10,168. So that's 200. So sabihin natin,
conversion na din siya.
Yeah. So, you know, sabihin natin 15,000 pesos, lalabas na dyan yung $295 yung ifa-fund mo. And then we accept a lot of different methods. So local online banking, credit debit card, PayPal, wire transfer. So for example, ang pinakasikat kasi na ginagamit sa amin is local online banking. Right? So for example, let's say local online banking, you just click submit. And then, ang partner natin for local online banking is DragonPay. So once you click submit, it will take you to DragonPay's page. So it'll say eToro is requesting for 15,000 pesos, right? And then pipili ka lang ng mga banks. Normally, we would have BDO, BPI, Metrobank, and all of these other banks. But take note na ano siya since nagko-connect tayo sa banko mismo, kung offline yung banko, offline din siya sa atin. So for example, right now, si BDO and BPI, maybe they have their maintenance. That's why they're not.
Oh yeah. Actually, I'm trying.
Madalas right? Madalas. Maintenance But yeah.
BPI.
If they're available, they'll show up here. So BDO, BPI, Metrobank is available. But for example, it's Metrobank, and then you just click agree, and then you just follow the steps. Tuloy-tuloy lang siya, and then you'll have your you'll have instructions. So you just click Metrobank, and then you just log in, right?
Okay.
So it's all very straightforward.
Yes,
So
really easy. Sir Jeff, this is before you complete your I don't know, profile. Before ka makapag-register. Yan.
Yes.
Di ba, you can get the virtual account. You can use it without inputting lahat ng mga credit card ng details mo or anything.
Correct.
Okay. After this one, you can register fully and then saka ka pwede mag-deposit ng funds. Tama?
Actually, you can deposit funds even if hindi ka pa completely verified. So for example, itong account ko, hindi pa siya verified, 75% pa lang. And you can already deposit. So if you're not yet verified, you can deposit up to $2,000 US. Actually, so here, you can trade with up to $2,000. And then after that, kailangan mo na mag-verify. So normally, we would recommend talaga na mag-verify ang mga tao. But for example, kung may hinahabol ka, gusto mong i-investan, pwede ka kagad mag-deposit first and then verify afterwards. So it's completely up to you. In terms of credit debit cards, it's very, very simple. As long as Visa or MasterCard siya, right? As long as Visa or MasterCard pwede. So whether it's your BDO debit card or let's say even PayMaya and GCash kasi sikat na siya ngayon eh.
Actually, yes.
So like PayMaya and GCash, kung 'di ba si PayMaya meron siyang virtual card for example, basta Visa or MasterCard siya, pwede mo siyang gamitin.
Okay.
So that's basically it. Just a brief coverage lang of how eToro works. You know, if you ever have any questions, feel free to send me an email. Again, kung hindi ako, my colleagues will help out as well. But really, the main thing that I would really suggest for people again is to create your virtual account, test it out, and then let us know if you have any problems.
Yes, you have to start now, di ba? Kasi sayang yung time eh. Dapat by now natututo ka na eh. Doon pa lang sa first video natin.
Correct. By now, at least dapat may account ka na, right?
Yes, dapat may account ka na. Na-check mo na yung link sa baba, nakapag-register ka na, okay? And then, yun, maganda kasi din tong practice. So, lalo na ngayon, we're in, ECQ, GCQ man yan, we have a lot of time in the world na mag-try. Wala namang mawawala eh. Okay.
It's completely free. And I would recommend like even just 10 to 15 minutes of your time, play around. Actually, ang pwede mong gawin is like, when you have a virtual account, piliin mo lang Facebook, Apple, Google, I don't know, anything you want. Pick 3 stocks and maybe 2 people. Kopyahin mo sila and then just leave it, right?
Okay.
Come back maybe 1 week later or the next day or a few days later. Just check out mo lang kung ano yung nangyari, right? And that's basically...
Ang masakit dun kapag pag tumaas talaga yung manghihina yung sana totoong pera.
That's always what we get as well from our clients.
But it's really nice. Okay. I'm so thankful for this app or platform. Ang galing. Kasi I think ito na lang. That's just one last question. What differentiate you as a global
trader?
As a global trader from other present na global trader also?
So one thing that's one of the biggest differences, I would say, is in terms of your strategy. So for example, like meron kang mga traders na into Forex, like not into stocks at all, right? They're into Forex. Or meron kang ibang investors na gold or oil yung kanilang binibili. And meron ka naman ibang traders na stocks talaga. Karamihan sa atin in the Philippines are stock traders, pero we also have others like forex traders as well. You also have other strategies, for example, kung ikaw ba, long-term investor ka ba in the sense na bibilihin mo si Facebook, Apple, Google ngayon, for example, and then iwan mo na lang siya, balikan mo na lang after 6 months, right? Pwede yun. Or, for example, ikaw yung tipong swing trader na bibilihin mo siya ngayon, after a few weeks, i-check out mo, after maybe a few days, i-check out mo, up to you. It really depends on how much time you can put in, right? Same as any business din naman, it's really how much time you want to put in, right? But the good thing here is that, same as not just stock investing, but real estate investing and other forms of investing, right? You can buy it now, start early, right? And then eventually you'll reap the rewards. Like maraming stories, like kung binili ko yung itong lupa na to 10 years ago, ito na siya ngayon, right? There's a lot of stories about that.
Well, yun lang naman yung pwede natin gawin ang manghinayang. So, hindi mo nagawa. So, what I can say, Kaya ako, palagi sinasabi ko is you really have to take the opportunity. Kasi minsan when we're not in our best self, gano'n na ako. we tend to, hindi natin nakikita yung mga opportunities. So, right now, we're giving you an opportunity for you to learn and also to explore. Kasi once na ganito lang kasi yan once na may basic knowledge ka na about how you will play around with your money or kung paano ka mag-i-invest, just the basic knowledge, and then back it up with research, everything, focus on that, and you're good. I think you can, that's the difference of yung mga tao talaga na
successful. Correct.
Kasi they know how to do, they know the parang how to play with everything, the law of money, ganon.
Correct. It's basically like how you play around with your assets, right? Kung meron kang, there's a lot of things like meron akong 10,000 right now. What do I do with it, right? Do I put it in the stock market? Do I put it in a small business, maybe sari-sari store, something like this, right? Or I can just spend it on a new phone, right? It's all up to you, right? But like,
phone.
hopefully, right? But like the good thing at eToro is, I guess, it's the virtual account is free. So kung hindi ka pa decided kung ano gagawin mo sa 10,000 mo, right? Then, you can look at eToro first, check it out. If you don't like it, then nothing lost. For example, right? If sinubukan mo si eToro, hindi mo nagustuhan, you want to put it in a business instead, then that's no problem at all. At the very least, alam mong meron, nasubukan mo siya. So wala kang paghinayang nga.
Yes, you have to try. Kasi, sorry, hindi mo man malalaman sorry. Sorry, Sir Jeff.
It's okay.
So, you have to try kasi hindi mo malalaman. Ay, ano ba yan? Napaus na ako.
I think you need a cup of water.
Hindi naman ako yung nagsasalita. Teka lang, Sir Jeff. Oo nga masyado. Water na ako. So, then, Sir Jeff.
No problem, it's okay.
Ayan, so...
Tubig lang ang katapat.
Oo, ayun. Yan, okay na siya. Ayun, so you have to try. Yun nga, para malaman mo. Kasi you never know hanggat hindi mo naman tinatry. So this one, sobrang galing na we have the virtual account na pwede mong paglaruan. And ang galing din yung copy trading, sobra. Kaya yun, I really believe in this platform. So, yun.
All right.
So, any tips, sir? Just a brief tips lang for those who are now really interested to go for eToro.
So for me, actually, I wouldn't call it a tip for eToro itself. Okay. Really just to give my parting words, I would say is kung meron ka ng virtual account, right, nasubukan mo na siya, and you find it a bit difficult, I would really recommend for you to look online as well. Look at eToro's newsfeed on how to learn, or even mga communities. Kasi maraming communities and support communities out there, whether it's local, whether it's global, or you can even do your own research if you prefer, right? It's really just about getting started. Yun yung number one thing. It's really just to get started and see how it goes from there. Baka bagay sa'yo, baka hindi, but at least you tried.
Yes, tama. That's a very good insight. So thank you, Sir Jeff, and salamat talaga sa time.
Thank you very much. No problem. I also really enjoy sessions like this as well. I get to meet Joyce. I get to talk to everybody as well. So like if you ever have questions, send me an email. If not me, then I'll forward it to my colleagues as well. But we'll always have somebody to help you.
Okay, so I will just put everything in the link sa description box. Lahat ng link na pwede nilang puntahan in case they are really interested to go for it. Okay?
Okay.
So, yan. Thank you, Sir Jeff. And yan, guys, thank you for watching this video. And I hope you all learned something. And see you all on my next Success Stories videos.
Thank you very much. Bye.
Yes.